All right, Mike here again with Better Times, here to give you the best bet parlay, the plus money parlay, and the underdog to watch for UFC Austin, Beneil Dariush versus Arman Tsarukyan. Now, I did cover the PFL last week just to stay busy in between UFC fight cards. That did snap our winning streak. I was on a good run. Our last loss was on Shevchenko versus Grasso 2, but we're going to keep it moving in the year with a bang. Underdog to watch is going to be Joe Solecki. Now, he's going up against Jakar Close, and I feel like this is an easy pick. It started off as a pick'em, but Joe Solecki's wrestling is just on another level. Jakar Close has shown that he has struggled against really good wrestlers that can keep him down, and Joe Solecki is one of them. And it's an easy path to victory. Jakar Close has a powerful right hand. He loves to put all his faith into that right hand, and he doesn't really set it up properly. Duck under the right hand, get to the hips, take him down, control. So, underdog to watch, Joe Solecki at a plus 110 currently. I would jump on that now. Our plus money parlay. Now, we hit the last two. Both of them were 4 legs. This one is also a 4 leg. Number 1 pick is going to be Beneil Dariush versus Arman Tsarukyan. That fight to go over 3.5 rounds. These fighters are very durable, even though they really do like to bang. I don't see either one of them getting the better of the other one to finish the fight, especially when someone gets hurt, they always revert to the wrestling, and they are both very good wrestlers. This is going to be a drag-out fight for the 5 rounds. So, Dariush versus Tsarukyan over 3.5 rounds. Number 2 pick, Kelvin Gastelum. Now, he's going up against Sean Brady. Everyone knows how the hype train of Sean Brady, but I don't think people understand like the striking of Kelvin Gastelum, how fast he is. And he's a good wrestler too. I don't believe he's going to get the better of that though. I believe the movement and the speed that he covers distance to get in and get out is going to help him throughout this fight. Sean Brady doesn't have the best striking defense. He doesn't really have the best offense as well, but his timing works well with his style. So I believe this is going to be a 3-round decision victory for Gastelum. That's our number 2 pick. Our number 3 pick is going to be Stoltzfus versus Soriano over 1.5 rounds. That's kind of an easy pick, just 7.5 minutes. I don't believe Soriano is going to finish him that quick because Stoltzfus is a good wrestler. And that is his only chance to win the fight, is to wrestle. But he is going to be forced to stand, but he is going to be desperately wrestling. So I believe 7.5 minutes isn't too much to ask. That's our number 3 pick. Our 4th pick and final is going to be Clay Guida versus Joaquim Silva over 1.5 as well. Again, Guida has a very high pace, and he loves to try to wrestle, especially if he gets hurt. And he will get hurt against Silva. But I believe the high pace and the wrestling of Guida is going to send this over 1.5 rounds. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes the distance at all. But those are our 4 picks. Beneil Dariush, Arman Tsarukyan over 3.5. Kelvin Gastelum. Dustin Stoltzfus versus Punahele Soriano over 1.5. And Clay Guida versus Joaquim Silva over 1.5. Those 4 will give you a plus 1,040. If you have a spare $20, that'll give you $208.03 back. Our best bet parlay. Now, for this week, we got 3 legs. Rodolfo Bellato is going to be our number 1 pick. He's going up against Ihor Pretoria. Now, Ihor Pretoria is one of those fighters that he's a first round fighter. He has knockout power, but he puts all his faith into the knockout instead of the actual skills of striking or wrestling. Rodolfo Bellato has great striking defense. His guard is tight. He keeps it moving, and he pressures forward to get the fight to the clinch. Then he powers his way to the ground, and I believe he is going to eventually finish Ihor Pretoria because we all know the gas tank. So that is our number 1 pick. Joaquim Silva is our number 2 pick. Now, Joaquim Silva is That dude looks like a tank at 145. That dude is really strong, and he picks his shots very well. Now, the volume of Guida, I don't think will be a problem because he keeps himself open. His striking guard is wide, and he throws a bunch of looping shots. The wrestling of Guida will not be a problem because Joaquim Silva has great defensive wrestling, and he's also very dangerous on top. So, number 2 pick, Joaquim Silva. Our third pick is going to be Punahele Soriano. Now, if you heard me through the plus money parlay, Stoltzfus is going to be forced to stand with this man. The wrestling of Soriano is very good as well, especially reversing and just being overall defensive immediately. If he wants to wrestle, he can wrestle Stoltzfus. But the clear path to victory is the striking. If you remember Stoltzfus striking against, Rodolfo Vieira, a grappler was able to control him with a jab and just outstrike him. The striking of Punahele Soriano, albeit he does show more of a knockout power game, he has really good skills behind that as well. And I believe it's going to be a very big problem for Dustin Stoltzfus. So, those are our 3 picks. Rodolfo Bellato, Joaquim Silva, Punahele Soriano. Those 3 together will give you a plus 128. The $50 will give you $63.86 back. That is our best bet parlay. Also, don't forget to check out All In for Better Times. That's all in the number 4, bettertimes.com. We got the more bets. We got the full fight card breakdown, and the props and the lottery parlay will be available Wednesday. Thanks for watching.